Imagine holding a coin worth over $1 million, something so rare, most people don't even know it exists. You might have walked past one, or even had it lying in a drawer at home. But this penny? It's different. Today, we're uncovering the hidden story behind the mysterious 1980 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1,400,000 for a penny. So, how can you tell if the one sitting in your jar might be the one? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify it, and what you need to do if you're lucky enough to find one. And trust me, you won't want to miss this. But first, let's address the question on everyone's mind. A penny? Really? Could a penny really make you rich, or is this just wishful thinking? In 1980, the U.S. Mint produced millions of 1-cent coins in different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most coins from these mints bear a mark, the tiny letter that tells you where it came from. But here's where it gets interesting. Out of those millions of pennies minted that year, a small handful slipped through the cracks without a mint mark. And that's what makes them so valuable. No mint mark means there's no telling exactly where these coins came from, making them even more rare and coveted among collectors. Now, think about it. Wouldn't you rather find $1 million penny than the pennies you always find stuck between your couch cushions? Alright, let's get down to the details. So, how do you know if the penny you've got is worth $1.4 million or just, well, 1 cent? First, look closely at the date, 1980. Then, check under Lincoln's bust. Normally, you'd see a tiny letter, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or a blank for Philadelphia. But a true no-mint mark penny from 1980 is an anomaly. It's blank without being from Philadelphia. If you have that, you might be holding on to something extremely special. Stay with me because I'm about to reveal the surprising reasons why collectors are willing to pay over $1 million for this coin and how you can maximize its value. So why is it worth so much? Simple. Supply and demand? Collectors are obsessed with rare mint errors. And the 1980 no-mint mark penny fits right into that sweet spot, super rare and highly desirable. These are the two ingredients that create insane value. And in today's market, that demand has pushed the price up to record-breaking levels. Now, before you start flipping every penny in your piggy bank, remember, there's a difference between rare and really rare. Not every penny without a mint mark is going to make you a millionaire. But if yours happens to be one of these rare few, you could be sitting on a life-changing treasure. Think about what that money could do. That dream house, a luxury vacation, helping your family live the life you've always wanted, and all it took was a penny. So, what's next? If you've got a 1980 penny with no mint mark, here's what I want you to do. First, don't clean it. Cleaning can reduce its value. Second, consult a reputable coin appraiser. They'll verify the coin's authenticity and condition and help you understand its true worth. And finally, hold on to it, because its value may continue to rise. If you're ready to uncover more hidden gems, turn your spare change into serious wealth, and learn about the most sought-after coins that could change your life, hit that subscribe button, and join me on this journey. Ever thought a single penny could change your life? Well, if you're holding on to an old jar of coins, today's the day to take a closer look. There's a rare penny from 1979, marked with a subtle D for Denver, that could fetch you over $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single, unassuming penny that might make you wealthier than you ever imagined. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to take you step by step through everything you need to know. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might find yourself racing to your coin stash. Let's dive in. So, why is this penny worth so much? After all, we're talking about a coin that, for most of us, we'd probably just throw in this spare change jar. But this is no ordinary coin. This is one of those rare, almost mythical finds that serious collectors will pay fortunes to own. A penny worth more than most people's yearly salary, even more than some homes. And here's the kicker. These aren't just held in museums or high-security vaults. No, these pennies have popped up in dusty drawers, old piggy banks, and yes, even in ordinary collections across America. In fact, there's a real possibility that one could be sitting in your home right now. Ever feel like your junk drawer could be worth $1 million? Usually, it's just mystery keys and rubber bands. But today, we might actually be right. Now, what exactly makes this coin, the 1979 D Lincoln penny, so incredibly valuable? Let's unravel the mystery. Alright, here's where things get exciting. Collectors value coins for all sorts of reasons: rarity, condition, historical errors. The 1979 D Lincoln penny hits the mark on all three. First, it was minted in Denver, which already makes it somewhat rare. But that's just the start. The reason these coins can reach such astronomical values is a combination of rarity and minting errors. Yes, imperfections on the coin itself. And not just any flaw will do, these errors must be significant, enough to transform a simple penny into a rare treasure. Let me explain. During the minting process in 1979, a select batch of pennies was produced with errors on the mint mark or date. These defective coins slipped past quality control and out into the world. And over time, collectors realized just how rare and valuable they were. Today, those pennies can be worth a small fortune. You'd be surprised at how tiny, overlooked details, like a small doubling of the mint mark or a misaligned image, can turn a penny into gold. By the way, if you're thinking, how can one little penny be worth more than a brand new Porsche? You're not alone. But here we are. So now you know why it's valuable. But do you know how to spot one? It's all in the details, and you're going to want to pay close attention here. Alright, so here's the moment you've been waiting for. I'm going to show you how to recognize this incredibly rare penny. Grab a magnifying glass, because you'll need it to check for these features. First, find the D mint mark, just below the date on the penny's right side. Does it look a little doubled or unusually thick? That's what you want. Errors in the 1979 D penny often involve slight imperfections in this tiny mark. Next, examine the date itself. Some of these coins have an odd, doubling effect, or a shift in the numbers. If yours has any of these characteristics, you might be sitting on a treasure. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I do have one of these pennies? How do I cash in? Here's the strategy. Before you run to the nearest dealer, have your coin professionally appraised. Experts will verify its authenticity and value. A quick online listing could get you bids in the thousands, but an appraisal could lead to a serious auction, possibly bringing in that $1 million bid. And that's where the magic happens. Auctions are where these pennies truly shine, often selling for far beyond their estimated value when the right collectors are in the room. But there's one last thing. What if I told you that there's another penny, from a different year, that could be worth even more? Stick around till the end to hear about it. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1979 D Lincoln penny and how it went from pocket change to a collector's dream. Remember, wealth can be hidden in the most unlikely places, sometimes even within the coins you toss aside. This penny is more than just money, it's a symbol of life's little surprises, the things we overlook that turn out to hold incredible worth. So, go on, check your stash. Who knows? You might just be holding the key to an unbelievable windfall. And if you're feeling inspired by this story, imagine what other hidden treasures might be waiting out there, ready to be discovered. Imagine this. You're cleaning out an old drawer, going through a dusty coin jar, and among all those regular pennies, you find one that looks different. A penny that could be worth, get this, a staggering $1.5 million. Yes, that's right. Just a single penny that could change your life forever. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1964 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. How much is it actually worth? What makes it so valuable? And perhaps most importantly, how do you know if you have one hiding somewhere in your collection? Stick around to find out because, believe it or not, this might be the opportunity of a lifetime. And yes, if you miss it, someone else could end up cashing in on your $1 million penny. First, let's take a moment to understand why certain coins, like this 1964 no-mint mark penny, can command prices that sound like something out of a movie. Most people look at coins as just pocket change. In fact, how many of us have walked by a penny on the street without even stopping? But here's the truth. Certain coins are so rare and valuable that collectors, investors, and historians are willing to pay jaw-dropping amounts to get their hands on them. So what sets these coins apart? Coins become valuable based on three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of this specific 1964 penny, the no mint mark is what makes it so incredibly rare. No mint mark on this penny indicates it was minted in Philadelphia under unique conditions, and very few of these coins made it out in circulation. Because of this, even a single coin from that year can be worth, well, more than your entire retirement account. And don't worry, you won't need to dig through thousands of pennies to find one. I'll tell you exactly what to look for in just a moment. Alright, so here's where things get exciting. There are a few specific signs that can tell you if you've hit the jackpot. And the great part? Some of these signs are simple to spot if you know what to look for. Now, if you've ever held a 1964 penny, you'll notice it's not exactly a new, shiny coin. It's got that worn look to it. But the trick lies in the small details. You see, most 1964 pennies have a tiny D or S on them, representing the Denver or San Francisco mints. However, if yours is missing that mark entirely, and it's in excellent condition, it could very well be one of the few that's worth its weight in, well, gold. A single moment, a glint of copper, and suddenly you're looking at an actual piece of history. That's what makes this coin so powerful. It represents not just an investment, but a slice of American heritage that's somehow made its way into your hands. Feels like destiny, doesn't it? And let me tell you, there's a fierce urgency here. More collectors are catching on to this trend. Every month that passes could be another missed opportunity as prices rise, so if you have one, this is definitely the time to start exploring. Now, before you go turning over every penny jar in the house, let's take a second. A penny worth $1 million sounds a bit wild, right? But remember, this isn't a fairy tale, it's real, and it's happening now. Here's a thought: how many of us have ignored that old jar of change in the garage, assuming it's worthless? Funny how suddenly you're thinking about checking it out, right? So now, here's what you need to do. Take out those pennies and look closely. The perfect $1 million penny will have no mint mark, and it'll be in near perfect condition, free from scratches, dings, or excessive wear. But even if it's not pristine, a rare coin is still a rare coin and can fetch a significant price. What next? Well, if you think you've found it, don't rush to the nearest buyer. Hold on to that excitement. This is where patience pays off, literally. Instead, reach out to a trusted numismatist, an expert in rare coins, who can help verify its authenticity. They'll help guide you through the process, potentially leading you to an auction or a private buyer who can offer the true worth of your discovery. This is the big moment, the climax of your journey from casual coin holder to someone who's literally holding a fortune. Just imagine, you, discovering one of the rarest coins in existence. There's a reason this penny is sought after by so many. It's part of history, part of the American story, and now it could be part of your legacy. Now, imagine cashing in on that discovery, making a life-changing amount of money. What would you do? Buy a house, retire early, travel the world? But here's the thing, we're just scratching the surface. There are other coins out there, ones just as rare, just as valuable, and they might be hiding in your own collection. The 1964 no mint mark penny might be your golden ticket today, but what about tomorrow? Could another penny be worth even more? So, before you let this chance slip by, take action. Check your change jar, your pockets, even that old piggy bank you haven't looked at in years. Because if you do find that 1964 penny, or something else of value, you could be on the way to building the kind of wealth most people only dream about. And if this video has sparked even the smallest bit of curiosity, hit subscribe. Stick around. Because you never know what hidden treasures might just be waiting for you to uncover. Imagine holding a penny, a single penny, that could change your life forever. Not just any penny, but a 1995 D. Lincoln penny, one that collectors are now valuing at over $1.2 million. That's right, one penny potentially worth $1 million. Now I know what you're thinking. How can a coin I used to find between couch cushions be worth a small fortune? Well, that's exactly what we're about to uncover. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just be rummaging through your own collection. And let me tell you, if you come across one of these rare gems, you might be holding your own ticket to wealth. Hey, I can see you looking at that jar of coins on your kitchen counter. Don't go rushing over just yet. Trust me, you're going to want to hear what makes this coin so special first. In today's video, we're not only diving into what makes this penny worth over $1 million, we're also covering how to spot one, what key details increase its value, and why these pennies have collectors practically scrambling to get their hands on them. Let's start with a little story. Picture it, 1995, the Denver Mint. As coins were being produced, a very special batch slipped through the cracks, a batch with unique features, misprints, and markings that created one of the rarest modern penny varieties in existence. This is where it gets interesting. Not all 1995 pennies are created equal. It's the Denver Mint's small yet significant D-mint mark that makes these particular coins stand out. But that's not all. Other details, like doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust, have collectors buzzing. Have you ever thought of a penny as a high-stakes investment? I know it sounds crazy, but that's exactly what these coins have become in the world of rare collectibles. The truth is, coins like this can appreciate in value faster than stocks or real estate. And with the right coin, you're not looking at a slow return, you're looking at a leap in wealth. But wait, what's the catch? Why isn't every 1995 D penny selling for over $1 million? What sets these rare ones apart from the countless others minted in that same year? In a moment, we're going to break down the key features that can make, or break, the value of this 1995 D penny, and we'll reveal exactly why collectors are willing to pay so much for a coin that, at a glance, looks just like the one in your pocket. Now, here's the thing. Condition is everything. If your 1995 D penny is pristine, it's going to be worth far more than one with even the slightest wear. The term you'll often hear is MS67 or Mint State 67, which is a grading scale that tells collectors this coin is near perfect. Only a few coins ever reach this condition. The finer the details, the fewer the flaws, the higher the grade, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. It's a simple formula, but one that makes a world of difference when we're talking about a potential $1 million coin. Think you've found a 1995 D penny in good shape? Then, it's time to get it professionally graded. But don't get too eager. Make sure to check for the telltale markers like doubling on Liberty, the mint mark placement, and an overall shine that stands out. And please don't try to shine it up yourself. One of the quickest ways to ruin a coin's value is by cleaning it. Trust me, that one's best left to the professionals. Once graded, your next step is to find the right market. Auctions, coin collectors' networks, and rare coin dealers are all potential places to cash in on this valuable find. But here's the catch. There's only a small window where interest in these coins will be at its peak. So if you're serious about cashing in, you'll want to act quickly. Just imagine finding a coin worth over $1 million, selling it, and suddenly being free to live the life you've always dreamed of. All from a penny most people overlook. This is a rare opportunity, a tiny piece of history with life-changing potential. So, are you going to keep overlooking those old pennies? Or will you start paying attention to the small details that might just lead to your fortune? Remember, it's not just about a penny, it's about the potential for financial freedom, hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare, valuable coins, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You never know, your next big discovery could be just one video away. Imagine holding a simple, unassuming penny in your hand, but this one isn't just any penny. It's a 1994 Lincoln 1-cent coin, with no mint mark, hiding an extraordinary value of over $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth over $1 million. Just imagine finding it in an old coin jar, tucked away for decades, only to discover you're holding the key to a wealthy lifestyle. Today, we're going to break down exactly why this coin is so incredibly valuable and, most importantly, what you need to know if you hope to find one. Don't underestimate the power of a coin. This particular 1994 penny could be your golden ticket, and by the end of this video, you'll know if your dreams of turning old coins into serious cash are within reach. Stick with me till the end, because we'll be covering the details that most people overlook, details that could be the difference between a penny and a payout of a lifetime. The first question that comes to mind is simple: what makes this penny worth so much? After all, it's just 1 cent, right? Well, not quite. The 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark holds a unique place in the world of rare coin collecting. Its rarity is off the charts, and even seasoned collectors are left scratching their heads at its sudden surge in value. This is more than just a rare coin, it's a treasure that's defied the odds, and it could be hiding in your very home. Let's pause and think about that. When was the last time you checked your spare change, or that coin jar collecting dust in the back of a closet? This is one of those rare situations where ordinary turns extraordinary, where the humble coin sitting in a forgotten drawer could end up funding your dream home, paying off your debts, or even setting you up for an early retirement. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. So, what is it about this particular penny that's creating waves in the market? Here's the thing, it's the lack of a mint mark that makes it a game changer. Normally, a US coin has a small letter indicating the mint where it was produced: Denver, Philadelphia, San Francisco, you name it. But this one doesn't. That missing mark means everything. And it's not just the rarity, it's the allure of finding something that's 1 in a million. The absence of the mint mark is like a silent whisper, telling a story of rarity and exclusivity that only a few will ever truly appreciate. Now, before you start breaking out every penny in the house, I have to warn you, not every 1994 penny is worth millions. Don't go raiding your kid's piggy bank just yet. But if you happen to come across one, your heart might just skip a beat. So, how did we get to a valuation of over $1 million for a penny? It's not just a whim or a collector's daydream. There are cold, hard facts driving this astronomical figure. The coin market has a way of turning simple pieces of metal into gold mines, and right now, rare penny coins are at the forefront of this surge. The rarity of this coin doesn't just rest on its lack of a mint mark but also on its pristine condition. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar, scratch that, top millions, for a penny in mint state. This means flawless, no scratches, no blemishes. You're probably wondering, who even finds a penny like that? But some people do. And when they do, they're looking at the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's not forget, collectors aren't the only players here. Investors are getting in on the action too, recognizing the potential of coins like this as assets. Yes, the same way people invest in real estate or stocks, coins are now becoming high-value assets. But here's the twist: as demand grows, so does the scarcity. More and more collectors and investors want these coins, which means the value is only going up. It's almost like a hidden financial world unfolding beneath our fingertips, waiting for the right person to stumble across a piece of it. But here's a burning question: how do you know if your penny is the one worth $1.1 million? Because only a few coins make the cut. And we're about to dive into the details that could make or break your chances. Alright, here's where things get serious. If you're going to dig through your coins, you need to know what you're looking for. Finding a 1994 penny with no mint mark alone isn't enough. You need to assess its condition, and for this, it's crucial to get it graded by a professional. Grading determines whether a coin is considered mint state, or almost mint state, which is a game changer. This part is critical because collectors and auction houses are looking for coins that practically glow with perfection. Now, if you do have a promising coin, it's time to get it appraised. Coin appraisal is an art form and a science combined, and a reputable appraiser can confirm the coin's worth and help you navigate the next steps. This isn't something to leave to chance. You want to work with experts, people who know the market and understand the stakes. But here's the catch. Even if you think you've found the penny, if you hesitate, you could miss out. Time is a factor here. The coin market can be volatile, and while this penny is worth millions today, tomorrow is a different story. If you wait too long, the market could shift, and that $1 million dream could vanish. Imagine knowing you had the opportunity to secure life-changing money and letting it slip away. That's the urgency here, and that's why you need to act fast. Think about it. What would you do with an extra $1 million? Maybe take a trip around the world? Pay off that mortgage? Or just roll in the satisfaction of knowing you turned a penny into a fortune? Don't worry, we all would. To sum it up, the 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a rare gem that could genuinely turn your financial life around if you're lucky enough to find one. This isn't just about coins, it's about seizing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's about finding value where others don't see it, about transforming something simple into something extraordinary. So, here's what I urge you to do: take this seriously, get looking, and don't waste any time. Dig out those old pennies, get them evaluated, and who knows, you might be holding the key to $1 million future. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the hidden world of high-value pennies. If this video inspired you to start your own treasure hunt, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more insights on finding hidden value in everyday objects, and comment below if you're ready to dive into the world of rare coins.